So, crankshaft position sensor taken care of. I also had to get, there we go. I also had to get this, which is a map sensor. So, there's things about this. So, if you're planning on doing this as well, I did a lot of research, and they said that the style that was similar to like this style, for one, there's not really too many ways to hold it down. I mean, I would have figured out a way to hold it down, probably. Probably similar to what I have going on already. But the thing is I've read that these crack under high pressure, and obviously not this one, because this one's a 1 bar. But like, you can get these that are in a higher bar, and they talk about them cracking. They always say go with the LS9. Well, the LS9 doesn't work with my intake, but there is a company, BL Auto Sports, or I think that's what it's called, and they make this. So that right there is an adapter, so it basically goes down into the normal spot, takes an LS9 map sensor, and then I had to get this little wire harness adapter that goes from there to here, and obviously some screws. So that actually took care of the whole, because there was one other, it was saying that map sensor out of spec or something of that nature, along with the crankshaft position sensor, something along with the lines of it being bad. So that said, I don't know what though, because well, I could tell you, first thing I've noticed is there's water coming out of the turbo, and that is coolant already. That's not good. Why would I have coolant coming out of there? All right, well, that's really weird. I mean, I had it coming out of both sides. Well, why? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, obviously the first thing for us to check will be this, but it's good. Like, it's not milky, nothing like that. Where the hell is... Oh, that sucks. I mean, that is clearly orange. Like, you can see the orange tint to it. That is the same stuff as in right there. So, dang, am I gonna have to pull, it sounds like I'm gonna have to pull this, these heads off. Son of a, man, really? I just can't win with these things. And I got nice ARP head studs and stuff like that, but that is clear. I could see the orange tint to it. There is no denying that. I am gonna have to pull these heads off. I don't know what happened inside there. I mean, I had a head gasket. I mean, it was in there. Okay, so here we are, and I noticed a couple things. First off, I did notice one of my head studs wasn't, not just like the nut part, not the stud itself, wasn't as tight as the others, but it was only on one side, and I was getting coolant on both sides. But the thing that was going on both sides that wasn't going on the thing that was going on both sides, I'll say. Hold on, I wanted to suck up this coolant too. So what was going on, and as you know, like I said, I reused the gaskets. So I guess whenever I did it, I don't know, I put it on backwards. So this is the front, as you can see, but I had it like that. So that's the front, that's the rear. And so it was supposed to be like this. Now, I'll bet I put it on right the first time I used it, and then the second time I was dumb and I didn't put it on right. So that's my thought, is I was dumb. I mean, I was already dumb for reusing it, but then I was extra dumb for ignoring the whole front, you know, right there, and just putting it on all willy-nilly like I knew what I was talking about. And I did it on both sides. Both of them were the same way. So I don't see anything wrong with the exhaust, or I mean with because it wasn't creating smoke necessarily. So it was coming straight out. So yeah, it's interesting, but everything else looks good. I did decide to spray my head gaskets, the new ones, with a little bit of copper coat, mainly because I never got anything decked or anything like that. I cleaned everything off, but I never got anything decked. So in order to kind of maybe it was that. I doubt it was that, because I mean it's really smooth, but just in case, I went ahead and hit with that copper spray. That should take care of any irregularities or anything like that. So, but it's already late. Excuse me, hiccups. And I'm not going to continue working on this thing tonight. I'm going to pick it up in the morning. I'm going to push this thing back into here, because it kind of sticks out a little bit right now. But yeah, I'm going to move all this stuff out of the way, and I'm going to edit all this out anyways. Got this far. The head gaskets say front, and the front is actually right here. The tab, as you can see, is right there, which indicates that it is on this side and over here as well. So I have corrected my mistakes, and there was no damage to the engine. There was never any water that made it to the oil, which I'll probably still change the oil anyways, just in case. There was a lot of weird stuff that happened whenever I was, getting it up. So just on the safe side, we'll probably go ahead and change the oil as well. I did find that this rocker arm here, I'm actually glad that I went in here, because one of these clips wasn't fully seated. It was kind of like halfway hanging off a little bit, and I was able to get it on there and basically make sure it was nice and seated. So glad that didn't mess up either. Just a matter of putting the rest of the stuff on. I mean, it's just the accessory, so I will just now go ahead and cut to us starting it.
All right. Should've let it run.
I didn't turn it off.
You got any more coolant?
I do. Yeah.
Is that concentrated or water?
Now the fuel pump's not running. Okay, so I guess as you can see, there was all that coolant in each one of the cylinders, which eliminates it being a cracked head. Um, there, I, that just it's very unlikely for it to be a cracked head if it's in all of them. It's more likely something to do with the head gasket, even though it has a brand spanking new one. There's something going on with the surface of the two. Maybe I mean, it could very well be that the heads that I got it from were warped from overheating at some point, or the block, which is unlikely because it's iron, to be warped. It is possible, but it's unlikely. Um, but the only thing to do would be to pull the heads back off again and do all this other stuff. But I think to save some time, I think what we're gonna do is just go ahead and go grab an LS. It's gonna be low pressure, so it's not gonna get the piston rings gapped like it's supposed to, just because of the simple fact that I'm not pulling the heads off and then going through this whole debacle again. If it's sealed up, it's sealed up. I'll find one from a wrecked engine, and then I'll just throw the cam in and yeah, all the other stuff that I have, and we'll just we'll send it for as long as it'll go until I get this other engine done. And I needed to put it in the shop to get the cylinder walls, bored out for the new pistons that I wasn't able to use because I had to have like 0.05 taken out to accommodate because they expand as they warm up. So, and then that's the reason why I never went into the shop to get the surfaces decked because it was going to be so long before it was going to get done. But that's why we're going to go grab a motor and we're going to toss it in and we'll have all the time in the world. So it's going to be warm next weekend. So let's do it then. All right, guys. Later.